Honestly, my days are so dull lately that they're too tedious for Tedium Unlimited. There just isn't anything. I just sort of drag myself up exhausted at work, and I go through my day, and then I drag myself home, where I spend another 8 hours working on camp stuff. It's not visual, it's not interesting, it's not exciting. Anyway, I work at home on Wednesdays, my day's over, and I've just decided to get out and take a walk so that I can at least get some video of something that isn't me sitting at my desk, being exhausted. And the first thing I notice is that the tree is gone up here. Frankly, I'm happy it is gone. It used to be a palo verde, which is a Spanish for green tree, but it used to grow out right here, and the branches, which kind of have thorns on them, would come out and catch you when you were riding through here on a bike. So they've taken it out, and that's made that a little bit nicer. So that's good. What I've done is I've come up here to the canal. Back on one of my very first one of these, I was talking about how they were redoing the canal, and they had it blocked off, and I was really hoping they were paving our section of it. And now we can see what they've actually done here. You can see they've cemented up the sides, which will help with the evaporation. Well, it'll help prevent the evaporation, well, it really won't help prevent evaporation. It'll help prevent absorption into the ground. So if it doesn't absorb in, more water gets to its location, and you don't have to waste as much water. Although damn near all of this water will be wasted, because this is used for irrigating people's lawns in Phoenix, which should be outlawed. Frankly, it's a massive waste of water in the desert. Well, they didn't pave it either, but they did lay down this layer of, well, I guess it's gravel, very fine gravel, over what was just a dirt track. It is smoother. I'm guessing it's probably nicer to ride a bike on or jog on. They did it on both sides. One of the problems with the pavement that they do along the canal is they only do one side. So if that happens to be not the side you want to be riding on, you're still stuck on an old dirt track. At least they did both sides here. It's not what I wanted, but it's better than nothing. Maybe someday they'll get around to paving it. These things are great bikeways. This city desperately needs bikeways. I mean, yes, July, riding a bike is pretty much nigh impossible. But there's a lot of the year when it's just fine. See this? This is a little bridge that's been built over the little side canal. So basically the big canal, because it's for irrigation of homes, there are lots of smaller canals, really trenches like that run along parallel to it. And then at times, people divert the water into the trenches and into their yards on a set schedule and water their lawns. And these trenches have been here for as long as the canals, as far as I know. And what happens is, for the longest time, when you wanted to get from the street to the canal to use it as a bikeway, you had to go across these things, and they didn't have the bridges on them. And so people would build them. You know, sometimes they just throw a wooden plank across it, but not too terribly long ago in this neighborhood, somebody built one here, and they built a pretty decent one. Wood, and which is a great convenience for everyone going from our neighborhood into that canal. And I can't tell you exactly which did it, But one of the people who lives in these houses would destroy them every time somebody would build one, because they didn't want people going through there. And finally, I guess the city came along and built permanent ones in. Serves that sons of right. Okay, now we can tell you to like, comment, and subscribe.